Travel parties, travel parties, travel parties, travel parties. After you go and do some one-on-ones, two-on-ones, three-on-ones, after you get some momentum going in your business and now you're starting to get a little team, or you just got started and you need to be able to have that first launch event within your first 28 to 48 hours, don't wait a week to throw your launch event. Trust me, you want to have results quickly so that way you can have leverage, so that way we can help build you a paycheck while you're able to do your chores, take care of work, take care of your family, do what you got to do. Figure out your time schedule on how much time you're going to put into World Ventures each entirely week, and then set up travel parties around your hours of success that you're going to be able to put into this. So travel parties, travel parties, travel parties. These are my favorite part of building the business. Not only does everybody come together to go ahead and share their stories, because stories are what sell, facts tell. So our friends and family members are looking to see the brand new stories and the brand new success stories that are being entranced into our organizations and that are reoccurring. And I'd rather have 100 really bad travel parties going around than just one really good travel party that's happening in one location. So let your team members go amongst themselves and throw their big events, but don't let them drift away from the nest a little too early, because we want to make sure that they're not we want to make sure that they're doing it the right way and they're producing the results that is duplicating, that is simplified for them to be able to grow this organization into where we really want it to happen. So travel parties, my favorite events. So you go ahead and now you have a launch event, you have a travel party. This is where there's a lot of upbeat music, no inappropriate music, no elevator music, nothing fancy. Don't overdo it. Do not overdo it. Do not have pizzas, wings, potato salad, sandwiches, chips, and water bottles. That's it. Tops. Chips and water bottles. You do not want to make your guests feel like this is what they have to do to be able to, have a launch event at their home, at their business. If you're doing a travel party or an event inside the Dream Trips local, either in one of the merchants that we do business with, awesome, great. We can go out and we can eat there. But as for these travel parties and in these basements and in these homes and these living rooms and these dining rooms and these small businesses, let's go ahead and keep it super simple, and which is water and chips only. Upbeat music, motivational music, not some gangster playlist, not something that's gonna make somebody feel uncomfortable, not that booty twerk, pop that coochie song, none of that. We also don't want to have some boring opera music on. We don't want to have some whack elevator music on. You want to have something that set the mood, so people can break the ice and mingle around with each other. Make sure that you're introducing the speaker to everybody. Make sure that you're going ahead and you're breaking the ice. Everybody's in a room and it's kind of diverse and people are kind of chatting with, amongst each other. Make sure that we include everybody and break the ice in the room before we go ahead and bring up the speakers and start the actual event. So now it comes to that there's a mixer, right? So the mixer starts, doors open at 8:30. The presentation, showtime starts at 9:15. 9:15 sharp. We're not waiting for the last minute for the last guy to get here. No, we need to respect the time of our guests and the people that are building this business. See, we don't want to wait forever for just one person. We want to stress to those people on why it is important to be here by 8:30. You need to be here by 8:30 sharp. If you're gonna be here, if you can't be here before 9:15, don't even show up. Or if you do, you're gonna have to be waiting outside, waiting for everybody else to finish up, or we're gonna have to bring you around the back door and show you in a separate room in the basement something, or you're gonna have to wait to check out what we're working on because I told you to be here before 9:15. I have a big announcement, and we're gonna respect everybody else's time that came took time out of their day to come check out what we're working on. So you have to start on time, sharp. So now it's time to bring up the speakers, and this is my favorite part. So now you know that you kind of broke the ice in the room, get everybody a little uncomfortable. Usually I like to ask them, if you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go? You know, take notes. If you had time, energy, and money, and all the time, energy, and money in the entire world, what would you do at that time? If you won the lottery today, $500 million, what are 3 things that you would do with it? Break up the diversity in the room and break that ice. Then now it's time to introduce the speaker. There is usually 1 or 2 speakers that are going to be able to present the information. Make sure that the person that is edifying them, and we'll talk about edifying in another video, you'll find that video somewhere around, but you make sure that that edification is on point. This is where you're speaking highly of the person that they're bringing up. And so now you edify the person that you are now bringing up to do the first half or the whole entire presentation, and they go ahead and in silence, do not be looking on your phones, do not be discouraging. One of the leaders in the background or 2 of the leaders in the background are taking a picture and posting it on the team page. Nothing more and nothing less than that. And give your complete respect and engage into the presentation. You know, clap your hands when you need to clap your hands. Give the energy. Woo! Only $300? Are you kidding me? And showing the videos on and being excited on the trips. Pay attention to the speaker. If somebody else sees, one of the guests sees you on their phone, guess what they're going to be doing? They're going to be on their phones. So, you know, make sure that they have their phones on silent, and make sure that they put their phones away, because when you're edifying the event, you know that you're gonna make sure that they know that this is a big deal, that you're all in with it, and that there's a bunch of people in the room that are all in with this, and this is a huge big deal to them, and we would completely respect that you just go ahead and you silence your phone for 10-15 minutes while we get through this information. So then transitioning into either the second person, we make sure that we re-edify that person before we bring them up to finish up and clean up the second half you know, of the presentation or the video. And then we go ahead and close, and we thank everybody for coming out. You know, we're going to be able to validate and answer any questions that they are going to have, and we're happy to welcome them to the family and to see them on board. Then we go amongst the room, we handle objections with the leaders. We go and handle all those objections, and we get those people started. We get their applications, or we go ahead and we enroll them in the system immediately. John's getting started. Everybody welcome John to the team. Marilyn's getting started. Everybody welcome Marilyn to the family. You know, like in the middle of the room, you know, get that energy up, you know, pump back up the music as soon as the event's over with, and you know, and then, you know, set up the events. Right after the travel parties, if somebody gets started right there, do a fast start training real quick on what to do and what not to do, and then make sure that those leaders or those people that are just getting started, we set up the appointment from an appointment. So we go ahead and we set up their launch event, and we set up their first travel party, so that way we can get some momentum into their business, and also set up that first appointment as well. So at the end of the day, guys, let's win big.